It's my boy Cam Sims. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, everybody? Thank you, AJ, for having me.
Yeah, brother. Hey, man, I'm glad you stepped up because I didn't know if anybody was gonna say, "Hey, I'm down." You was probably one of the first ones that said,
Nah,
"Like, let's get to it."
I'm a big podcast guy.
Okay.
I listen to podcasts probably more than music, just because my drive to work and all that stuff. Like I drive all the time, so
Yeah.
there's not enough music to listen to something new every day. But there's a new podcast, multiple times a week, or you listening to enough of them. So yeah, I'm a big podcast guy. So I was excited when I had the opportunity to come on one for myself.
That's tough. What do you listen to?
I listen to a few different ones. My main ones, All the Smoke,
Oh,
with
love
Steven
them.
Jackson
Yeah.
and Matt Barnes. Gotta listen to the White Sox podcast just to keep up with the squad. Knuckleheads with
Okay.
Darius Miles
Yeah.
and Quentin Richardson.
Yep.
Old Man in the Three, JJ Reddicks.
Okay.
I'm
I'm seeing
trying
the
to think
sports here.
I'm trying to think of non-sports ones I listen to. I listen to audiobooks too, but like
Okay.
the podcast ones, mainly like sports interviews and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So.
But the sports ones are always good though, because you're finally hearing those stories of like what's going on.
That's the big thing, and like I don't know if Steve Smith still does his because I haven't seen it. His was called Cut to It.
Okay.
And that joint, I think I really like that one because it was an interview, but they didn't touch as much on the sports side when he was pretty much interviewing athletes all the time, but didn't touch as much on the sports stuff, more so just the person and all that. So I really like that one, but yeah, man, it's just the interviews, hearing those stories, like you said, is like the main thing for me, just conversation.
Exactly, and that's the reason we're here today, to just have conversation, get to know people that's around the city, around the state, that's doing things. So, like, coming off the street, somebody doesn't know Cam. I can't tell the story better than you can. What's that initial story? What's that 30-second spiel that you tell somebody? It's like, who's Cam Sims?
Local guy from Richmond, specifically Glen Allen, out in the West End. I've been here my whole life. Just moved back from Norfolk a couple months ago. I was down there for 3 years. Did grad school down there. But I'm just, I'm a regular person. I love sports. Talking with my boys, we be arguing, debating sports for days in the chat, on PlayStation. It don't matter. But I'm just a guy, like, I enjoy spending time with my friends, my family. They mean the world to me. So I mean, I don't do all too much on the side, to keep up with that sports itch. I think we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
I rep high school basketball and stuff like that. That's become a passion of mine. But yeah, I'm just a sports guy, just going through life and try to figure things out day by day.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons we met too was during sports. We did intramurals at VCU Cary Street Gym. Shout out to the gang.
Shout out the intramural squad.
Will.
Shout out Will. Will just got married. Shout out Will.
I did see that.
Will.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Will was our supervisor.
Yeah.
That's, well, I mean, me and you had met before that, but that was like really when we like started.
That's when we
kicking
became
it
like
more.
roommates and all that stuff. Yeah.
The intramural. For those of y'all that don't know, like, the intramural is, honestly, I miss it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because like intramurals is basically like, when you go to college, just like you play rec ball and stuff growing up in high school, whatever. It's basically that, just for college kids, and your boys, student org, whatever. You form a team in whatever sport you want to play,
Yep.
and one night a week, you play. And for us as a staff, we're reffing all the games and stuff. Those games were fun as hell,
Bro. There was probably there's always like one or two that was just like off, but like for the most part, you always had a good shift. It was always gonna be fun. It was like, I think it was the cream of the crop, almost, like, for college career wise. Like,
yeah,
I had a good time.
By far my favorite college job. And actually, no bullshit, ODU intramural. So like after I graduated from VCU, I went to ODU for my grad school. I was the intramural grad assistant there. Their basketball, OD.
Was it better than ours?
Yes. That's crazy part, right?
Because we actually got it going, though.
But ODU was nuts. And it was like a social outing. Like, there were
also people was really coming out.
I have a snap on my phone. It was the A-League, right? And, at VCU and stuff, and like most schools, it's usually like the Greek orgs are the ones that got the most people there because it's a fraternity, sort of, whatever.
Pull up.
But, bro, I got a video. It's the A-League semifinals on like a Tuesday. Just a random night. The whole baseline, people. I got to stand on the baseline to keep people from coming on the court. There's people up on the track above watching. Like, there was probably 200 people there.
That's
watching a
great.
random A League game, and it was lit. Dude hit a buzzer beater.
Oh yeah,
But like,
that's lit.
I mean, it was at ODU. It was just basketball was just different. Like it was a social outing. Like they really had dudes that could hoop there, and there's more height. That's what it was.
Okay.
Really. Like there was a lot of A League teams. They'd have got like multiple guys that are like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, okay, yeah. You had people that probably went there to walk on, didn't make it type.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. And then you had that at VCU, but not necessarily
Not
like
as much.
yeah, or like the real deal. I feel like not to like shit on ODU, but like it's not the 18. You know what I'm saying? So like you'll get a 6'4" dude that probably go there, won't make it. I don't do the A League.
I think a lot of the guys at VCU, because it was the same thing when you were doing club basketball. It was like there was a lot of guys that could hoop at VCU. They just didn't
It was all
want
guards too, though.
Yeah, they just didn't want to play like club or intramurals or whatever. They just want to come play pickup and do their thing.
Exactly.
It was just, I think it was a structure thing that they didn't want to play, because probably if everybody played, it'd probably be up there. But from just an attendance standpoint, like OD was crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie, I miss that
That
shit.
don't sound fun.